everyone, it's Devi with doitlikedevi.com, a lifestyle blog helping you to do more and save more and offering you an array of budget-friendly travel tips for different destinations. And more recently, as many of you have heard my spiel, someone that's hopefully accompanying you or relating to you on this whole immigration journey that we've been on. And as many of you know, it doesn't quite end just when the foreign spouse makes their way into the United States, which is the stage that my husband and I are at. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. We're officially out of 2020, so hopefully that means some good things are in store. We'll see what happens with the changing of the presidency for the inauguration later this month. I have a few updates for you guys today, but before we kick this video off, sorry for the delay on this update. There's been a lot of things going on. I'll get into that later in the video. Just if you could, please like, comment, subscribe, share. The more that we build this community out, the more we can help other people that are in a similar situation. And you know how difficult it is when you and your foreign spouse are apart. Coupled with this pandemic, it's really crucial that we're there for each other to kind of relate or exchange information. So if you could please subscribe, and if you have any questions, comment down below or answer anything in the channel that you see other people are asking. And please continue to follow me along on this journey, even when your spouse makes their way into the United States, and we can all celebrate when that happens. But just the transitioning piece of life in the United States, I'll continue with this channel to kind of document that as we kind of navigate the waters of, at least my husband Fabian being here in the US and getting accustomed to the culture and the work culture, social culture, etc. here. I'm gonna give a social security card update for you guys, but I also just wanted to, again, apologize for the delay on this update. We went back home to Hawaii over Christmas and New Year so that Fabian could meet my whole family there. I haven't been home in a year and a half, and I think a lot of you can relate that if you are living, especially in a place that you're not from, and then you have a foreign spouse, across the world, and then you've got your family in different directions, it's really hard to manage. And again, with this pandemic, it's even tougher than ever before. But we were there, and we were gonna try to give a video update from there, but when you're on vacation or you're like with family and stuff, it just didn't happen. We recorded this one thing. We recorded just a message that said Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. And that was that was our shot at doing a video there. And then the other big news that we have, we were trying to wait till it was the right time to announce. I want him to be here right now when I say it in the video, but Fabian's at work right now, so it's just me, and we're expecting, so we will be due in June. We'll have a summer baby, and that's the other reason why, so sorry everybody, I have been so slacking on commenting back to you and everything. The first trimester was really hard for me, and I literally just didn't want to do anything. I did pretty much nothing except complain about being tired and nauseous. So pretty much all my day was just, getting the energy to go to work and then plopping down in the bed once work is done. So that's been the last 3 months. Okay, social security card update. We got the social security card the Monday before Thanksgiving. That was November 23rd. So we came into the country September 13th, got the card November 23rd. So you factor that's like 2.5 months. And if I didn't do all that calling, like I mentioned in my previous video, you can go back to my previous video about the whole social security card debacle, then I don't even think I would have gotten the social security card for my husband even now. So if yours hasn't arrived in like that 4 to 6 week time, I would really start to get on the phone with your local office and do as much proactive calling as you can to try to hound them to get it, because when my husband entered the country at the port of entry, it didn't actually auto trigger the system to initiate a card assignment as it normally does. Don't want you guys to have to go through the same ordeal that we had to go through, because guess what? I also still don't have our green card. We still don't have Fabian's green card. So the 13th of January is going to be officially 120 days since we've been in the country, no green card. So I'm going to have to call USCIS and I'm gonna have to chat with them, I'm gonna have to message them, I'm gonna have to do everything just to try to see where the heck this green card is. So, once you're in the country, the whole situation might not be over for you. You might still have to like harass USCIS or whoever you need to get what you need to like transition life here properly. We've been a little bit more lax about the green card and the pursuit of that because it was just really important for Fabian to get the social security card first so that he could start working. And the green card, okay, like for the time being, that visa sticker that's on his passport, that serves as a temporary green card. So we weren't as worried about that, but just so that we can like knock that off our list, I want to start following up, and the 120-day threshold is coming right up. So that's when USCIS says that you should even approach them about a missing green card or the non-issuance of a green card. If any of you guys haven't received it either after 120 days, let me know in the comments just so we can kind of band together and see what the whole deal is. I don't know if it's COVID related that they're just taking so long. Going back to the social security card thing and tied into the whole job search, Fabian was just starting to look for a job prior to even getting the social security card because we had gone in person into the office. So we were just kind of anticipating that we would get it within that month time that we had gone into the office. He started to do a job search. So actually he got hired for somewhere, and then he had to tell them he's still waiting for the social security number to come in. So that offer was actually like a pending offer until he gets the card. Luckily, once he got it, he was able to start working pretty immediately. I think the job searches here compared to like some of the other countries that your spouses may be coming from is a bit more robust and cumbersome. A lot of times, in other countries, it's just a matter of a referral or word of mouth, someone needs work, boom. For here, it's, there's a lot of different ways that you can go about it. So Indeed is a good job board. If you have especially something more specialized that you have a background in, that's great. I even check Craigslist sometimes, obviously, and just try to vet out the company because it's listing on Craigslist. But a lot of times, of course, companies cross post, and then just going directly to the company sites and looking at their job boards. That's always a good thing, just to go directly to the company. Anytime you can ask friends or family or whatever for referrals, that's always best and easiest to do just because it's like that concrete referral. I told my husband, and I think maybe this does help in certain situations, is to kind of separate himself with writing a cover letter. That way you can kind of flesh out with some information about, like, I'm from this place and like I grew up here, this is my background. So it kind of gives the story of your resume at least. People like Greece, people like the country he's from. So I think people respond kindly to that kind of detail on the cover letter. So it just makes them give you like gives you like a second of extra attention, which is nice because then you might be recognizable in the candidate pool. I'm not like an expert or anything like that, but that's just how we went about and did it. Again, if you're in that same situation as we were where you're waiting for the social security card, I would say you can start to job search, but just in the interview, if you get to that point, let them know that you're waiting for the social security card to come in. That way, if you get the job, they're not blindsided by that, or they might just let you work on good faith that you're getting the social card soon. So that's my recommendation. I'm gonna keep you guys posted about when we get that green card and what kind of steps I have to do to harass USCIS to get it. I said it with a smile, but it's tedious. Like, it's not fun if you guys have like a full-time job and then you're having to like hound down a government system. It's not fun, but okay, we have to do it. I will also be giving updates soon. Fabian has to get his driver's license here. So we've been doing not a very good job about taking him out on the road and doing some practice driving, especially because I've been a useless blob in my first trimester of pregnancy. So we have to get back on that, and then I'll try to give updates for that. And if he'll let me film for like a second when he's driving, then okay, I will, and I'll post it here. And then we'll just update on other things like how the work thing's going, baby news, etc. If you're still in the process where you're not yet with your significant other and they're waiting for an interview, or they're in the NVC side, or whatever stage that you may be, but you're not yet together, just keep holding out, keep doing the research about what the COVID cases are like in the city where your embassy is. That way it'll be a better indicator for when they plan to reopen. Every so often, call NVC to see if they have any news on your embassy. Check your embassy's social media platforms to see what their news is, what they're tweeting out, what they're posting to Facebook or wherever they have their platforms. Just keep looking. Don't be afraid to say email NVC, call them, submit a contact form, just to stay on top of the updates and where you think you are in line for interview, etc. Even look on Visa Journey, look specifically at your embassy consulate and try to connect with other people there to see what the situation is for them, where they are, if they got an interview, if they're documentarily qualified at NBC, when they got DQ'd, just so you can kind of gauge what's going on for you. I've been there. It's hard to live in the unknown. It's hard to know when, especially when you're close, it's hard to know when exactly you're going to be together. And especially with like, you know, certain travel bans or flights being reduced down. I know it's difficult, and just keep doing that work, because also that distracts yourself from any kind of feeling of despair. So I totally get it. Just hang in there. And I hope you stay with us as we continue this process. We would love it. We would love if you could comment, subscribe, like, share down below. And Happy New Year to everybody. We'll see you in the next video.